Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about something that has been plaguing the Pokemon trading card game community for a while. Um, and it had plagued the Pokemon trading card game online community for about a week. Thankfully they had removed it, but today I'm going to be talking about a specific card, and this card needs no synergies to be a game-winning card, which is really bad. And this card is Guzzlord GX. Now, Guzzlord GX was released in the Pokemon Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion booster set. It's a darkness type Pokemon. It is basic. It has 210 HP, 4 retreat cost, a 2 times fighting weakness, a minus 20 psychic resistance, something that a lot of cards don't have, and it has 3 attacks. Eat Sloppily, Tyrannical Hole, and Glutton GX. Now, we're going to specifically be talking about the move Eat Sloppily, but first I want to go over its other 2 attacks, Tyrannical Hole and Glutton GX. Tyrannical Hole is very simple. It's a 5 energy cost move, 3 dark, 2 colorless. It does 180 damage with no extra effect. Okay. Its other move, Glutton GX, is a 5 dark energy cost attack. It only does 100 damage. However, it has the effect, if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this move, take 2 more prize cards. That's up to 5 prize cards, depending on what card you take out with this. No, that's okay. That seems pretty balanced. 5 dark energy for that, for 1 move. I mean, the minimum you can get is 3, which is still a lot, but, I mean, Dragon Ascension Moltres, not Moltres, Dragon Ascension Articuno does the same thing when taking down an EX. That's why it's really good. But then you get to its first move, Eat Sloppily. This is a 1 darkness energy cost, which means that you can pull this off turn 1. Here's what this move's effect is. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If any of those cards are energy cards, attach them to this Pokemon. That may not sound too bad. Of course, it's a 1 in 5. I mean, you only have a 1 in 5 chance of getting an energy card, technically. So, I mean, well, actually, no, it's not 1 in 5. It's, what is it, 1 in 50? 1 in 10? No. I have no idea what the statistics are. But it's not as high as you'd think it is if you were running a normal deck. Now, Pokemon card decks don't have any limits of how many of a specific card you can put into a deck. Now, the only limits that there are when making a deck is you can only have 60 cards, and you can only have 4 of each named card. So you can only have 4 of a specific item card and 4 of a specific Pokemon. There's nothing to do with energies, no limits on energies, because obviously, why would there be? That'd make it impossible to get any work done. But the problem with that is that people would make 1 to 59 decks. Now, what's a 1 to 59? Essentially, people would make decks where Guzzlord GX would be their only Pokemon, and all 59 of their other cards would be darkness energies. Normally, you can only attach 1 energy per turn, but with the move Eat Sloppily, you can attach 6 per turn, because you'd get the first one from drawing a card and attaching the energy regularly. Then you'd use the move, end your turn, and attach 5 more energies, because the only cards you would have to discard would be energies. this made Guzzlord GX physically impossible to beat. Like, actually impossible. It has a 210 damage, so it's impossible to defeat it first turn, beat it first turn. Physically impossible. No card does 210 damage with enough, and does enough damage in one turn to take it out, because it beats everything in like 2 turns. And it can do 180 damage per turn, because Tyrannical Hole doesn't have any sort of limits. And if it doesn't take out the card in one turn with Tyrannical Hole, it can just use Glutton, get a shit ton of prize cards, and pretty much destroy you in 3 or 4 turns, depending on who goes first. So, yeah, this card was a menace, to say the least. Thankfully, the Pokemon Company knew this, and they banned it from online play and from tournaments within a week. It is now not allowed to be used in online tournaments unless you're playing expanded format, and is not allowed to be in any physical tournaments. Thank God. It's still a menace in online play when you're playing expanded, but I've only ever had to go against it once. But I've heard horror stories of people who have had insane streaks, and then they've just come up to a Guzzlord GX and just, I mean, it's not even worth fighting, because first off, when you start the game, you're going to get like 10 mulligans, because you only have one playable Pokemon in your entire deck, and you draw 7 cards. That's, I don't know what the statistics are, but it's like 7, it's a 7 to 60 chance each time you draw 7, each time you start the game, and that's very low. So it's like 1 in 10 chance. So that's, statistically, you're going to get at least 10 mulligans. I think when I played, I got 12, so that was 12 extra cards I got to draw at the beginning of the hand, and I was like, wow, that's really good. I got 12 extra cards to do more stuff with. And then I learned that I was doomed from the start. So, yeah. Thankfully, this card is no longer a menace, or as big of a menace as it was, but still awful. Anyways, thanks for watching. This was just a short little video essay about the worst card ever produced in Pokemon trading card game history. Thanks. See ya.